Now we're going to be shooting a pretty long course of fire where we're going to do everything on the move. We're going to have different targets with different round counts, different angles, different distances. We're going to have to throttle up our movement, speed up, slow down based on target size, target distance, and also target opportunity. So starting here by this vehicle, we're going to move through. We're going to shoot this steel as we see it, 2 rounds per, 3 C-zone. These are all from TA targets. So this guy over here on the left will be the target I shoot last, and that's going to cause me to have to pull a long transition over to this guy. I have him marked 5, so it's 5 rounds into him as I sweep around the front of this vehicle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I then transition over to take one hostage taker headshot. Right where I'm taking this shot, my ground cover right here is really nasty. There's a lot of big rocks and the elevation's really weird. So I'm gonna have to watch my footwork as I'm coming through here, because if I'm not using my feet properly as I move through here, I could fall down into a crater, into a divot, and then cause my shot to hit the hostage. So I'm gonna have to be extra careful through this little area right here to take that single shot. There's no makeups on him. Then I throttle up, come across the vehicle here, 4 rounds onto this guy. As I'm shooting him, hopefully I'm done by about here, where I can break the rifle down, 3 into this guy down low. These guys are up really close, so I can shoot them really fast. So for here, it's just a short transition, but it's also throttling up my trigger. As I hit this guy, transition over, I have another low percentage target here where it's 4 rounds, and this is just a straight shot shooting in width as I hit him, as I'm collapsing my support arm down, as I'm hitting this guy. Then I throttle up, start punching the rifle out, getting into my optic, and then as I clear this barricade here, single shot onto the stop plate right here. So this entire course of fire is probably about 28 rounds. There might be a reload in there depending on how many missed shots there are in the steel, or if we're running magazines that aren't completely full, which I'm sure some of that will happen. And I'll be running a sidecar for some of this, so I'll do a transition from concealment onto these targets. So let's do it. All right, so I'm going to shoot this course of fire. This time I'm going to do it from concealment. I'm running one of our sidecars, and then I've got my Glock 19, my carry gun with an RMR, extended mag. I'm definitely going to have to do a reload at some point during this drill. .70. All right, so we just switched around this drill a little bit. I wanted to work a few different things. So starting in this position, draw 1 round on steel, 6 rounds on this paper. So we kind of got a build drill. And the reason I set this up is I need to practice shooting backwards a little bit. I know tactically That's something you don't really want to do. But I've got some matches coming up and I want to practice that a little bit. So starting here, I could B-stack, shoot all this, but I'm going to actually try to work some movement in there so I can buy some time. So 1 round on steel, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Turn to the left. As I back up, I should have this guy opened up. This thing's in the way when I start. 1, 2, 3. Turn, hard angle and still moving backwards. 1, 2. I'll probably do a speed reload from here to my vehicle. Crouch through here. 1, 2. Move this direction. 3 on this guy. I've got a dip in the ground I'll have to take into account. Hit him. Come over to this vehicle. 1 on this steel. So I'm going to have to crouch down. 1, 1, and 1 at distance. So I've added in a little bit of crouching, a little bit of squatting in there. Some throttle control where we have a straight shot to a position to fire from, a static position. And we got some shooting on the move, specifically moving backwards. So getting comfortable doing that. So let's do it. Alright. Oh, that was a little bit quicker than I thought. 1402. But I had some bad hits on this guy coming through. Let's check hits. As I hit elevation, the divot, chucked one there. The other 2 were good. Car's good. Those are good. These are good. These are wider. This is wider than I would like. They're in the scoreable zone, but I like my stuff being a little closer. And then the 6 that I did, maybe I only shot 5. Maybe I only shot 5. So I failed. I didn't shoot an extra. 1402.